reading. Also real convenient of Edison to write the date as if this would have any historical significance at all. 1 second of logos. Ah, sudden Thomas Edison. So this is what you do with your new technology? Just filming some guy sneeze? Why would this guy rub his eye? How would that stop the sneezing? What's this guy all dressed up for? He's got his hair slicked back, and he's wearing a tie. What, does he have a wedding to go to? Did Thomas Edison abduct this poor man to be a guinea pig for his camera experiment? This sneeze does not contain a lap dance. Why are you holding that tissue there? Could you not use that tissue on your own nose? Otherwise, what's the point of holding it? This dude looks like the Pringles man. What a dick he is for not covering his mouth up while sneezing. He's gonna spread the coronavirus at this rate. Man, this is so boring. Imagine going to a movie theater to see the exciting spectacle of a man sneezing. Opening your mouth wide while sneezing cliché. Where is he anyway? This is a completely blank backdrop. Is he in his house? Thomas Edison's house? Their sex dungeon? I wonder how much money this all took to make, given that it's just a guy f***ing sneezing. This film is an orgy of evidence that the 1800s were a boring time. Oh, I don't like that last look he gives to the camera. Makes him look like a sex pervert. Sneezing ex machina. Thomas Edison could have been inventing light bulbs right now, but instead he's filming some rando sneeze. You think this guy gets laid often? He probably gets laid as often as I do with my own wife. Hohoi! Imagine if this had audio, and how ridiculous his sneeze would sound. He must have graduated the Prometheus school of sneezing away from things. In case you forgot, this is from the man who invented the light bulb. Imagine if this was Edison's idea for a viral video. Man, this film quality looks bad. Could they have not taken better care of it during this past century? This guy's mustache. Not a lot to comment on other than this mustache. He's probably missing out on his barbershop quartet. Didn't people have polio then? For in which case, is he spreading it? Then Jesus, this man is a dick to public health. This short is boring. You think Edison could have made his cameras, you know, in color? That's racist. You think this may have been the highest grossing film of that year? Cause Jesus, sin on everyone for making that happen. This short has no women in it, which means it has no one I could objectify or jerk off to. If this short was the same, but it starred Anna Kendrick, I would subtract infinity sins. But instead, I am going to give this infinity sins, because it does not star Anna Kendrick. In fact, sins on Universal Pictures for choosing to release Trolls World Tour on digital instead of delaying it like every other studio. That means I cannot hear Anna Kendrick's sexy singing voice in theater audio. I mean, sure, I didn't like the first Trolls movie that much, but I would gladly divorce my own wife to marry Anna Kendrick. Yeah, I'm sure she heard me. The director must have thought, let's have him hold on to that handkerchief. That way it'll make him look more like an asshole. The short is titled Record for a Sneeze. And this is indeed a record for a sneeze, so roll credits. Convenient sneezing space is convenient. This guy should have stayed home if he had allergies. Why couldn't Thomas Edison shoot something cool, like an explosion or a lap dance? I could be watching Better Call Saul right now instead of this 4-second video. Thomas Edison is a racist for getting a white person to do this. Fun fact, the original script for this was over 800 pages long. It got condensed. Exposition. Man, the wall behind him is so blank. Couldn't they put up, like, a poster or something? How much do you want to bet that he's not wearing pants? He's probably on some kind of wheelchair contraption, like Kenneth Branagh's character from Wild Wild West. Sin on this short for reminding me of Wild Wild West. This is like some sort of prequel to Eraserhead or something. You think Disney owns this? What, is this guy standing? Is he sitting down? You'd want to be comfortable while sneezing, right? And this movie's giving me allergies now. Is this daytime or nighttime? You can't be too early or too late to film a guy f***ing sneeze. So this is what we had before script writing and effort were a thing, huh? I may know nothing about the art form of film, but this short is a dick to blind people who think that the audio is off while watching it. I can't tell if he's rubbing his eye or yawning. How many takes of this did he have to do? How much film did Thomas Edison waste on this shit? If he were a panda, he'd have millions of hits on YouTube. If this movie won Best Picture, it would have been The Green Book of 1894. What? In case you keep forgetting, this is a film about a guy who sneezes. What do you think he said to his friends? Oh yeah, I went over to Thomas Edison's place. He told me to sneeze in front of him. The 1800s is the only time you could be friends with someone with this hairstyle. Hairstyle and mustache ex machina. I bet the neighbor's dog was barking in the background, so they had to record without audio. They couldn't get a woman to do this? That's racist. Did I already mention the coronavirus? Imagine if the Avengers came out around the same time. People would shit themselves. Try Silver. He must be a Trump supporter. He must be a Biden supporter. He must be a Bernie supporter. He'd bang my mom. Did they have toilets in the 1800s? Cause otherwise, he would have had to hold it in. And then go out into the woods. Burn. What, did his cat die? Why does he look so depressed? Pussy. Benjamin Franklin called. He wants his electricity back. This man's probably wearing Hello Kitty underwear. Comcast. Nickelodeon movies. This movie has no characters. Nobody changes. Nobody interacts with one another. I don't care what happens. This is a failure of storytelling. However, that said, I do respect Edison for trying something like this. This is a really important stepping stone in the history of film, so I guess I'll deduct half a sin for that. Anna Kendrick is not my wife in this scene cliche. What would happen if somebody finds this guy's identity and like sneak up into his grave and then pour pepper on his grave? Would his corpse sneeze? How crazy would that be? If this was filmed during allergy season, that would be cheating. Narration. This man is probably an asshole. I don't personally know him, but then again I don't know anyone from the 1800s, so it's safe to assume everyone was an asshole then, including Edison. And I'm not okay with that. Unnecessary orders. Unkeepable promises. Looks like somebody has seen Annie Hall. DC Comics. Exposition. I believe in the film camera in the 1800s. I really do. But I don't believe in sneezing right on cue. Movie unintentionally inspires the Great Train Robbery. This goes on for some time. Skip. Sneezing cliche. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Who do you think would play this guy in the remake? John Krasinski? Steve Carell? Perhaps a younger Joe Pantoliano? In New York, man. Movie thinks it's getting a sequel. Nipple bed. Hermione isn't old enough to be hot yet. What am I doing with my life? Pretentious art film cliche. This makes Tommy Wiseau look like Orson Welles. The power of boners is stronger. Earn that paycheck, Tyrese. You did not hear that. USA, USA. The Wilhelm scream. We're not made of stone, damn it. No one will be seated during the sneezing scene. I don't know what my problem is with this person sneezing here, but it's probably because obvious it looks fake sneezing is obvious. This movie is 4 seconds Let's long. Talk about Edison's plan Guess here. I won't be needing this anymore. Movie is just like Face Off, only with less faces being off and more sneezing. He is addicted. They killed the prettiest girl 0 seconds into the movie. Choking and damn it, Chris, why did you let me watch this movie? We interrupt the lack of amusement. This man was played by Alan Tudyk as Mary Jane is in some kind of Twilight she was badass anymore. How do all these animals really not together? This one a 2 out of 10. I'm surprised Han's visual effects look awful. I remember on Animal Crossing Prime.